So every month, when we're writing out our tithe check from this ministry, a check goes to SCORE International, who is the organization that she works through. And I want y'all to hear from Julia this morning about the work that she's doing in the Dominican Republic.
Our main focus, me and my husband Giberson, we do youth ministry through sports. So I coach volleyball daily to the young girls of the Dominican Republic in the area where we live. That baseball is the main sport. If you know anything about baseball, you know. So many of the players come from the Dominican, so Giberson coaches baseball to the younger kids. And like I said, I do volleyball, where girls don't really have anything. They are taught from a young age that they need to be in the home, they need to be cleaning, working, having kids at a certain age, and that's all they do. So it's been really great to provide an outlet and trust with them through that. We also recently inherited, I guess, our youth group at our local church. Our head pastor, who was our youth pastor, over the past year has now come into the role of our main pastor. So me and Giberson have taken over our youth group. As you can see, there'll be a lot of pictures of youth camp, which we've had for the first time since 2019. It is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's nothing like you'll ever experience unless you're there. It was funny, Pastor Jerome said about fighting the good fight of faith, which was actually our theme this year for youth camp. So that was crazy that he said that, and this was the first year that we actually had to live the theme during the camp. We were only supposed to be at maximum capacity with counselors and students, and everyone was 150. And that night where everyone got there, we counted everyone, 225 people were there. We didn't have enough beds. People were sleeping on the floor. We had no running water some days. We had no power some days. And in the time, I can think back and say, wow, that was horrible. Like, I can't believe we did that. But then God takes over, and all the students, people who are not believers at all, saying, I can see how God worked in this. We just ask that you pray for our youth, because it's a little bit different. I know here in the youth groups, it's usually the Christians that go and have the time and all of that, but our youth group is 99% unbelievers. So we work daily with all of these kids who have heard and maybe at one point in their lives have believed in the gospel, but they're not walking with the Lord right now. So we found that after COVID, they just don't care to really have their lives transformed. We love them from the bottom of our hearts. Like, my parents who've been there before, they know at any given moment, there's at least 5 to 10 girls or boys around us. We're always having people and doing things because we want them to see our lives, not just in front of the church, not just in front of youth group or on the baseball field or volleyball court, but walking daily with them so they see what a real Christian woman, what a real Christian man, and what a marriage looks like serving the Lord together. So we just wanted to say thank you. We're grateful from the bottom of our hearts.
What's the greatest need that you have right now?
We are in need of a car. We haven't had a car for about 6 months.
So how much do you need for that?
So in the Dominican, motor taxis are a big thing, like motorcycle taxis. So that's how we go to ministry. And
your mom sent me a text one time. You want to back of one of these bikes.
Yeah.
So how much do you need for the car?
For the car,
what's left as your balance?
Our left balance is about $9,000, $10,000.
$9,000 or $10,000. Well, here's a check for $9,000.
Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness in you. We believe. There are seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness in you.